If you play a sport, you know that having a great coach is really important. But in some communities, coaches are hard to find. Libby reports on a game plan to change that.
Sports are more than just fun. Kids who play sports are more likely to
do better in school.
They're less likely to
abuse drugs
or become pregnant.
And they're less likely to be
overweight.
And yet, sports programs in public schools across the country are being
reduced,
cut,
downsized.
In fact, almost $4 billion have been cut from sports programs in recent years. Especially hard hit are kids in poor areas. Only 3% of them get to play organized sports. As a result, there are lots of kids out there who want to play sports but don't have what they need most: coaches to work with them. That's where an organization called Up to Us comes in.
Up to Us was started because we know that kids all over America, particularly in our cities here, need sports. I mean, sports is such a fundamental part of growing up, and you learn so many values from sports that you take with you for the rest of your life.
With help from the federal service program AmeriCorps, Up to Us started coaches across America. So far, they've trained more than 1,000 volunteers to be coaches in 25 states. Catrice McNeil was recently named their Coach of the Year. He really understands his players because he was once in their shoes.
It was really tough growing up in my neighborhood because they really didn't have any organized sports team. Everything was just surrounded by violence and just inner city crime youth. So I wanted to find an outlet and something positive where I can be able to say I don't have to get involved with that so much and just I can do my own thing.
Coach McNeil not only turned his own life around, he's passing his positive attitude on to his players.
Catrice is a very good coach. I look up to him in many different ways. He's like family to me, and there's basically everything. He has a big impact in my life.
He's a very good coach. He teaches me new moves, stay in school, don't be outside with the idiots doing the bad things.
The volunteers aren't trained to just be coaches, but to be mentors as well. That's why Coach McNeil takes an active role in his players' schoolwork.
I keep a rapport with the teachers, principals, their counselors, and sometimes I'm in student-teacher conference meetings with the parents, teachers, principals.
1, 2, 3, proceed!
One of the things we know is when we ask young kids across this country, who's the #1 person you turn to besides their parents? If they're lucky enough to have a coach in their life, they say their coach.
Up to Us is also looking for teens to be assistant coaches. If you're interested in applying, there's a link on our website. And there are other ways you can help struggling teams stay in the game.
There's a lot of sports programs out there that desperately need equipment. They don't have everything from baseball bats to lacrosse sticks. So one thing kids can do is if they're from communities where they do have lots of equipment, maybe do a collection or a drive.
Whether you're giving or receiving, everybody wins.